Bohannon Orr, originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I've been here in LA for about 2 years now, and I've been studying at Kung Fu of Golden Dragon for a little bit, close to a year. Since I started training here under Master Valerie, I have noticed my outlook, my mentality, the way that I think has changed exponentially. And I believe that that's part and parcel to the study of Kung Fu, because it doesn't just train your body. Most people look at martial arts and competitive sports like wushu, jiu-jitsu, karate, and think, oh, that's a great way to get in shape, to get physically strong. But martial arts is more than that. It's about strengthening your body and your mind so that ultimately your spirit can find its own strength. Most people look at the MMA and see all the headliner stars there and how they're making all these belts and getting championships. GSP, Anderson Silva, Kung Lei. Nothing against these guys. All awesome martial artists. But when it all comes down to brass tacks, MMA is not real fighting. It's a sport. Kung Fu teaches real fighting. How to defeat your opponent in whatever situation you're in. The key principle of Kung Fu is not that you have to focus on your enemy, because defeating another person is easy. The only enemy, the only real enemy, is the ego. And Kung Fu is an outlet to destroy that. It allows us to see things from outside of ourselves, to truly become aware of ourselves and everything around us and its place in the world and existence. That sort of outlook on Kung Fu can give a person a type of peace that you can't get from I think anything else. It allows you to be confident and assured in any situation you're in. Because if you can defeat yourself, who else is able to defeat you? If you know that no matter how many times you get knocked down 99 times, 999 times, 9,000 times, you're always going to get up that one time next. Because you have strength here and here. Since I've been studying Kung Fu, I've been studying martial arts my whole life, but since I've really started studying Kung Fu, I've noticed that a lot of the people who I used to consort with have fallen along the wayside, but even more important than that, I'm finding myself meeting and commiserating with more like-minded people. Like, I'm almost meeting the right people because I'm doing the right things. Think about it like this. If you start up a business and you're selling one product, like, oh, I'm only gonna sell shirts, you're gonna meet a lot of other people who sell shirts, who make shirts, who buy shirts. But if you branch yourself out into other things, other more quality things, higher quality things, you're going to meet more people, higher quality people who can do more for you. Kung Fu, in a way, teaches you to specialize your life. Not just your physical abilities, but your mental abilities. The way you connect with yourself and with everyone and everything around you. I personally think that Kung Fu is forever. There's a lot of people out there who would say, oh man, you have to be this type of person to do martial arts or Kung Fu. I don't want to do martial arts because I'm not a violent person. Think about it. How many martial artists do you see running around committing errant acts of violence? Not a lot, because martial arts teaches us that the best won battles are the ones where you don't have to fight. The easiest way to defeat an enemy is to make them a friend. But if they don't want to be a friend, you gotta give them the business. I believe that aside from the benefits physically of Kung Fu, you can see them mentally and spiritually in not just yourselves, but the people who you ultimately learn from and the people who you ultimately teach. Because that's all that life is. For everyone, it's a learning experience, and you take the things you learn and you teach others. Imagine how different the world would be if every single American started Kung Fu at a young age. Or even if you could just bottle it up and sell it in just a snap. Because most people don't want to do Kung Fu because of the amount of discipline that it takes. Being there every single day, pushing yourself to your limit, and knowing that the next day you're going to get up and do the exact same thing plus one. I guarantee if I could bottle up Kung Fu skills and Kung Fu abilities, I'd be selling it like Dro on the street. People be, hey, what's up, man? You got that tiger style for me? It's not that easy. So I believe Kung Fu is for everyone, but it's not for everyone. You have to have that little extra something. You have to know that you can dig deep and overcome not just the outside, exterior obstacles, but the interior obstacles, the ones that we find inside of ourselves. Ultimately, your biggest enemy in your entire life is going to be you. And the second you learn to defeat that enemy, no one else can stop.